What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me right before I'm gonna go into the gym. And this is a topic that I thought now was a good time to cover since I'm about to go into the gym. I've been seeing a lot of talk lately about women's preferences and men's fitness levels. And there's this debate about women not liking men that work out and preferring dad bods. Look, I'm telling y'all, that is absolute cap. And I'm gonna tell you why it's absolute cap. First off, the whole dad bod thing. The examples that I've seen women give of a dad bod, they were not dad bods at all. These were guys that clearly work out 4-5 days a week and like to drink on the weekends with their buddies. All right, they probably in the gym Monday through Friday, Saturday or Sunday, if not both. They like to grab a couple beers with their buddies. These were guys that very much were in shape, very much get to the gym. That is not a dad bod. A dad bod is a guy that's soft, right? He has a beer belly. He's got noodly arms, kind of some of them are in the skinny fat category. A guy with a dad bod typically doesn't have muscle definition. He doesn't have broad shoulders. So there's that, So when women are talking about dad bods, they're, in most cases, their definition of a dad bod is not realistic. One woman I seen, she posted a picture of a celebrity, was like, guys, us women, we really don't want much. We just want you to kind of have a little bit of muscle, be in a little bit of shape. And it was Henry Cavill. And I thought this was absolutely hilarious. It was like, yeah, guys, we don't want much. We just want you to be Superman. The picture in question that she posted, it was when Henry Cavill, he was like running through like a backyard or something. I think like clothes were hanging up or something. He like ran around. So yeah, he was shirtless in this picture. He was looking jacked. Looking at the behind the scenes of that movie, he had actually did a bunch of push-ups to like get a bit of a pump for that scene real quick. So he was looking pretty damn jacked. So even though he worked out, he normally wouldn't look like that. He had a pump going. So she was pointing to a picture of Superman, basically. Superman with a pump, saying we don't want much, we just want a little bit of muscle. So that's what I'm telling you. It's total cap. The dad bod thing is not real. If you want to do a test, just if you want to do a test, a woman that says, oh, I like you the way that you are, I don't mind that you've got a belly, pay attention. Now, she doesn't have to know she's being tested. That's the beauty of this. Listen to her say that stuff, and then pay attention to how she behaves when she sees guys that are in shape, all right? She may say all that, oh, I love you the way that you are, and she probably means it. I'm not here to dispute that. But pay attention to how she behaves, the looks that she does when she sees an attractive male that's in shape. That right there will tell you everything that you need to know. And there's nothing wrong with her liking guys that are in shape. We all like aesthetically pleasing people. Men and women react differently to aesthetically pleasing people versus non-aesthetically pleasing people. That's just the way that it is. People that are aesthetically pleasing, that are easier on the eyes, tend to get more favorable treatment. People tend to trust them more. People let their guard down more with them. I didn't make the rules. I just learned the rules of the game and I play by them. Being an aesthetically pleasing person, it helps. Some people that may not have an ideal face, if you just simply get your body together, you will bump up 2-3 points on the attractive scale. So the whole thing of women not liking guys that work out, that is total cap. It's not true at all. There are limits though. The bodybuilder physique is not attractive to women. Women like you to be lean, all right, but not too lean. If you clearly work out, you're in shape, you've got some cuts, that's cool. You look like um, you're fit, but it's almost like effortless. If you have the look like the gym is your life, women don't tend to like that look as much. And I've seen many examples of this. If you give women multiple examples of what their ideal type is, and you have one of those examples be, 10% and under, 10 to 15%, or whatever, most of them are going to pick the range of like 10, 11 to 15 or 16% body fat, because that's kind of that sweet spot. When they're 10% and under and they're just looking too veiny, a little too, gym bro-ish, like, I don't know, they're prepping for a contest, women don't find that as aesthetically appealing. So understand that there's levels to it, there's limits to it. The dad bod that you hear them talking about, oh, they like, hey, what's up, brother? I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
Not too bad, man.
Fantastic. The dad bod that you hear them often, referring to is not the one that you think. It's not the slob body. It's the guy who works out, but he just is in the more closer to, I guess, the 15% body fat range, not the 10% body fat range, which is not a dad bod at all. So I'm just telling you, there are misconceptions here. Women like a guy who works out. The whole idea that women don't like a guy that works out is BS. You don't want the bodybuilder physique, though, unless you actually are a bodybuilder, because then women are going to be turned off by it. There's a point for women where it's too much, where it's just a turn off. And you'll be able to tell when you reach that point, because you'll get more compliments from dudes when it comes to your physique than women. If you're in the range where it's about 50-50, women see you, women give you looks, kind of like choosing signals. Women see you, they smile. Women see you, they flirt. Women see you, they touch even, because I have that a lot. Women will touch me. And there's a bit of a double standard there. Women get away with putting their hands on you, where if you're a guy putting your hands on a woman, you're a creeper. I've had women when I'm at the mall touch my chest, touch my shoulders, and it's just like, okay. But I'm kind of conditioned to it, But if you were to do the same thing, obviously you can't go just touching a woman's chest, admiring her body, because you're going to be a creeper or whatever. So there's a bit of a double standard you have to get used to. But yes, women are going to look at you. Women are going to smile. Women are going to flirt, send you choosing signals. Women are even going to touch. That's how you know when you're in the realm of attractiveness to women. When it becomes too much, when you have reached a point to where you're in the I don't like that range, the flirting pretty much plummets by like a good 90%. And you start to get more compliments from dudes than women. Personally, that's not a range that I ever want to be in. I like being fit. I like having big shoulders, a big chest, and whatnot. I like being aesthetic, but I don't ever want to be to the point of bodybuilding, because, let's just be for real here. We as men, we are also vain creatures. Just like women are vain, we are also vain. And I'm not in here doing this just for my health, and I'm certainly not in here doing it to, repel the female gaze. I enjoy being a guy that women want to bang. There, I said it. Other guys feel the same way. They're just not going to admit it. I enjoy being the guy that your girl wants to bang. And I want that for you too. That's why I always be talking to you guys about this sort of stuff. But I'm just letting you guys know, this idea that women don't like guys that work out, I am telling you from experience, That is absolute cap. Women absolutely love a guy that is aesthetically pleasing, that gets in the gym, works out, clean that damn diet up, all that sort of stuff. You know, there's no downside to being in shape. Women respond to you more favorably, dudes respond to you more favorably. There's like no downside. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that clears things up for those of you who needed it. I'm gonna get my ass in here and hit this workout. I'll let y'all later. Peace.